all kinds of shit going on here. I got
I'm a
ears and
fool.
everything.
Sick. Yeah, I haven't actually got a Christmas tree.
So Dan, I think you should download a background, like maybe of Scrooge or something, and then it'd be fitting.
It's not a bad shout.
Because if you haven't even got a tree up as well.
What do you guys normally do for Christmas?
I wish it wasn't happening.
Mine was all about the kids, man. I'm quite lucky because I got the young kids. It's quite special for them. So I still have to do the moving of the elves and
That's it, yeah.
all that stuff.
It's nice when the kids are around, isn't it? It's good for them.
Yeah.
I was like you, Dan. I used to fucking hate it. But now I'm with Shell. We go to her parents and the whole family comes and we all have food. It's really lovely. It's nice.
Yeah, that sounds good. I don't hate it. I just don't like
it used to just be another day, apart from everything's fucking closed. It's a massive inconvenience. You can't go to get food. I used to starve to death when it come Christmas. But...
No, that's the good thing about everyone moaned about immigration, but it meant that Christmas everything was still open.
It's very true.
That's the bonus for sure.
Awesome.
Oh, I don't know how to fucking find these fucking things. Where are they? There we go. Found a Christmassy one. There you go.
Oh yes, Christmas is on fire.
Hellfire!
That is literally like your face.
Yeah.
You are Krampus, aren't you? Krampus.
Did we get any fucking questions on this thing?
We did. We got a couple.
I got two lame ones I sent you if you got them.
Yeah, I seen those. Yeah.
Maybe I'll come and do Christmas on at Johnny's.
You're welcome, pal. Anytime, you know that.
Just come and just take some meth. Sick.
That's just a normal Christmas.
Yeah, exactly.
So, how's life for end anyway, Dan?
My groin's all right. Well, I'm not all right as shit, but it's getting there.
Just a bit of context for those watching. I didn't directly ask for everybody's groin, but he does have an injury. Just again, it was like, what the fuck? I asked how you are, and you referred to your groin. It's
it's like training. It's the only thing, so it must be that. If training's shit, then life is shit, right?
No, but like somebody watching might not know you have an injury in your groin, and I've asked how you are, and you've instantly gone, my groin is okay.
I hadn't thought about that.
Yeah, maybe. So for those watching, Dan,
I should have done a sympathy post on Instagram.
Yeah, you could have done like raise some money and stuff.
I should have done I should have taken a picture.
Yeah,
when I was in hospital, but not said anything.
Yeah.
And then so people could be like, "Oh, you okay, but hun?"
I'm all right. I'll shove them up your nose or something.
Yeah.
And then you gotta go.
Just put a blue needle like in there with like some spaghetti hanging out of it. You okay, hun?
And then it's okay because I'll raise the GoFundMe page for you because you didn't do it directly. I did it for you, so
yeah,
you can claim like you had no part in it. And then when you raise loads of money, do you know what I mean? You can make yourself feel better about it. I mean, it works.
Yeah, apart from everyone likes this person and not me, so
I'm not sure they do.
I'm gonna get like a tanner.
I'm not sure they do.
Oh man, me and Johnny will throw a tenner each. That's 20 quid.
Sorted.
Oh, fucking sorted.
He's just literally tripled his bank account.
No, fucking literally. Literally.
That put me into £20 in the red.
I have this. I have a direct debit come out of my account that is Alice's tits every month, and yeah.
Do you have like a rule every time the direct debit comes out, you get to motorboat them?
Yeah. No, I think that people on Instagram that get to see them as well should have pitched in, really.
Yeah, I guess so. It's like it's a wider picture thing, isn't it?
Yeah, it's for everyone.
Yeah. I mean, you should definitely start a GoFundMe for that.
That would be good. Then she could have like a third tit.
Fucking right.
Like in Total Recall. That was sick. That'd be worth it.
Oh, fuck me. So, training's back on the go and done?
Not really.
No?
But it's better than it was. But, I mean, it's like, I'd rather have an upper body injury. Do you know what I mean? I mean, I know it's like what's dead cannot die, like in terms of my legs, but like they were, they were my weakness, and then I couldn't train them, so they're hardly going to have got better. I'm really hoping that, like, because obviously the way I've had to train them is not really, you know, like special and like complicated. I'm waiting for all of that to deliver all the gains that apparently happens.
Right. Yeah,
So,
or in theory, like if it's because you've had extended recovery, they'll grow more now.
well, also I'm like really slowing down the reps and connecting, and probably I've left some in reserve because I don't want to tear the rest of my adductor off. And so I'm just waiting for the gains to just roll in.
Well, are you wrapping bands around everything?
It's been 3 months, so I mean maybe it just takes longer. So, but I'm waiting. So I'll keep you posted. If, however, they do grow, then well, I'll have to just kill myself, I guess, because I've been doing it wrong all this time. But currently, they look like I've done like a training camp in fucking Auschwitz. So,
okay. Well, you were training with James Hollingshead the other day.
Yeah, I ducked out of legs, that's for sure. They were like, yeah, let's train legs. I was like, I will be training legs over here on my own.
Why not? Didn't you fancy 8 plates aside squats with fucking...
Yeah, no, I did. No, just not even as a joke. No, I thought if I get involved or anywhere near this, then I'll just go, yeah, it'll be fine. And then it won't be fine. And I'll just snap myself in half. So I went and trained with Leroy's son, like out of the way, and did really accurate training.
Oh, okay.
Which was so incredibly boring. I wanted to cry. Aiden did actually throw up, but I think he just throws up. That's like his thing. Everyone has a thing, right? Everyone has a thing. Like some people like, you know, midget porn. Some people just throw up.
Same thing.
I'm more of a shit myself guy, if I'm honest. You know, if the options are there, I'm more likely to shit myself than throw up. Is that
a regular thing?
Well, no, I mean, you know, obviously, you know, I get some warnings sometimes. But in the gym, if I was I've definitely shat myself more times than I've thrown up. So if that question comes up in your Christmas cracker, you heard it first.
Are we going to do a quiz like we do every year?
Oh, I haven't written a quiz.
You never you didn't write a quiz the last 2 times. You just...
I did write a quiz.
You were shooting at the hip.
Nah, that's bollocks. When you were around at my house, I wrote that quiz.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
It had Japanese Christmas dinner, which was like KFC or some shit.
You mean you Googled Christmas quiz questions and those ones came up?
You should release the outtakes of that one day.
Yeah, I don't think we ever had the outtakes, to be honest, because he recorded it professionally, didn't he?
Oh, he must have it. In fact, he was the worst. The guy who filmed it was the worst.
Yeah, no, some of the questions he was throwing in there.
What was it like? Would you rather like get bummed by Kira Jaston or suck off Arnold Schwarzenegger? And we were like, what are you talking about? And he was like, yeah, but whichever one you're doing, you have to see the other one. And I was like, fucking curveball, straight out of like, it threw up many dangerous thoughts.
It did.
But at the end, I was just kind of up for all of it because I just wanted the question to go away.
The worst part about it is I could see it going into your head, and it you know what I mean?
Oh, I played it all out instantly. That's the joy of ADHD, is that I lived it.
You considered all the options.
Yeah.
We're all just like, I'm not answering that. Dan's like, oh, let me just think about this for a second.
Yeah. give me like a couple of days. I'll have a wank thinking about both of them, and then I'll see which one was the hardest. And that's the one I'll do.
You're like, oh, what? Why do I have to choose one? Can't I do both at the same time? Like, it is Christmas, for fuck's sake.
I'm pretty sure that's what Dan did say at the time, if I'm honest. So, Dean, where those things are, man? I just obviously we haven't caught up for a while.
Yeah, all good. I'm in my, I say my work uniform, but I'd like to say I put this on just for you, but I just fucking got home. So it's been good. Same old shit.
So is that the missus doing more photography stuff? Is it? You're doing like a Christmas theme?
Yeah, we're working at a farm park at the minute. So we're obviously she has a business doing photography, videography. So we're doing all professional photography for mainly kids, families. Nice big Christmas backdrop, all that. So we dress up and look the part. Try to lure the kids in with candy. Take the parents' money.
Into the white van or to.
Oh, I don't want to keep the kids. Fuck that. Just get them in to the mums and dads pay to get them back out. It's like,
no, if you want any tips, that's Dan.
I thought that was called ransom. Isn't that called ransom?
Pretty much. I mean, you can call it what you want, but as long as we get their money at the end of the day, it's all good. So, yeah, the shit part is the closer we get to Christmas, the more days we have to do in a row, the less fucking days I get to train. So I'm actually going to have a little break off training over Christmas.
Hold on.
I know.
Hold on. Wait, I'm just processing. Dean Lesniak, multiple British champion, is taking days off training so that you can dress as an elf.
And take pictures of little kids.
Take pictures of little. Okay, I'm just processing it. It'll take a while. I just needed to.
When you say that, it sounds a little.
You were one of my heroes, Dean. This is. I'm gonna have to block this from the memory banks somehow.
I'm gonna hurt you even more now. I've been off everything for 6-8 weeks, and I'm doing my little 3-month health kit clear out.
Oh, Victor Black said you were going to die of AIDS if you did that.
I've reduced my food and my carbs, and I'll be doing a bit of fasting.
I don't get it. You took your photos the other day. You did like the shadowed photos and that. You still look fucking huge. What's that all about?
Well, that was just before I come off. So that I'd been off for I don't know a week, and it's all about camera angles and lighting.
Fair play though. Still, do you know what I mean? Most people do a full fucking prep to look like that.
Nah, you know, it's like I stay lean. I like to stay around about 100 kilo. So when I push my food up a little bit, do 3 months hitting it hard, I lean up and put a bit of size on. And then obviously 3 months reducing the food. I'm going to go smaller and softer by the end of it. But it'll soon come back. I don't push my food. I don't try and get bigger. Just staying around that 100 kilos nice.
Is it because you're committing to the role as an elf and you really want to get involved? Like, you know what I mean? You can't be in a big, intimidating, muscular elf. You need to be, you know what I mean?
I don't mind that. I just can't get elf costumes to fit me if I get any bigger. You two.
I'm always having that problem when I'm trying to nurse kids.
Yeah. Could you imagine Dan in an elf suit? Or you look like the Incredible Hulk from the 80s with all your fucking jeans ripped.
Is my screen frozen for you guys as well?
Yeah.
It's this background it is. I'm going to have to turn it off, which is a bit shit.
Mate, I'm not going to actually lie. I thought that was actually a house.
Yeah.
I thought that was... I didn't think that was a background. I thought that was your actual house.
No, my house does look like a grotto, to be fair. Like,
that's kind of the opposite.
Yeah, this is my outhouse. This is like my cinema room.
Is that what they call it? Is that why there's a sex swing in it?
No, they're actually cinema chairs, look.
Oh, very nice.
So, but yeah, so the house actually does look like a fucking grotto, to be fair.
How many seats you got in your cinema room?
Two seats, two bean bags. Two big bean bags.
Like, it's my movie room. It's not a cinema. Everyone can fuck off.
Yeah, no, exactly that. Like, there's enough if me and the kids want to watch. But there's also not enough so that everyone could invite themselves round. Unless she's good looking, obviously.
That's me and you are out the question, Dan.
I did. I felt that straight off the bat.
That was directly aimed at you. I'm not going to
Yeah,
lie.
that's okay. Don't worry. I got that
Not
very
even if I put my elf ears up.
mildly disguised.
I don't know, mate. Dan keeps putting these face swap videos up of all these hot women with his face on.
Oh my god!
I think he's trying to tell us something, to be honest.
I find that way too funny.
I know you do.
Yeah, I really like it. It's like one of my favorite things to do.
Oh god, that's just horrifying.
Yeah,
It is quite horrifying.
What was that? That music video? Who are they called? Apex Twin?
Yeah, Apex Twin.
They're fucked up. Always got fucked up, shitty videos in that guy's face. But the one with the women in bikinis dancing, they turn around.
That's exactly what he. That's exactly what Dan does. He puts his face on.
That was my inspiration.
Oh fuck! It's horrible.
I was trying to explain it to people, and they were obviously too young, so they don't know. You don't know who Apex Twin is.
I like the other one, the "Come to Daddy," and it comes out the TV.
Oh yeah, they're all little kids.
Fucked up. Them kids freak me the fuck out, man.
No, it's horrific.
Oh, now I can picture your face on them. Now it's even worse.
I'm gonna find them.
I want to see your face come out the TV and screaming at old woman's face.
Right. So let's do this.
Johnny.
Yes.
I still think you should give us a rundown of the NABBA universe.
Well, the show that never happened.
The show that never happened. But I still think it's a show that we should talk about.
I think you should give us the rundown because I'm still a little bit too bitter.
All right. Well, let's ignore the placing. Let's ignore your involvement and just say that the turnout generally for NABBA was utterly shit.
It was, yeah.
Across all categories, across the whole thing. It's the last year they're doing the class 4, so they're only going to do 3 classes, which they probably should have done anyway. But I really do think it's time NABBA actually came out and apologized and told everyone what their plan is for the future. Because if they don't fucking get one, NABBA's going to be dead in a year. We're talking probably 20 bodybuilders in total for the NABBA universe, and that's including the Pro League.
Did you see the guy who won the pro class? Come on.
I mean, there's been some. I mean, look at the list of NABBA Pro winners, and it was scary.
Well, the guy who won the overall, and he won the class 2 in the overall, was not even in the run-in for the class 2. If you'd asked me,
I think there was some strange decisions, but that aside, I think that they need to come up with a plan and share it with people using actual social medias.
I think NABBA's gone. I think it's gone. It's lost its prestige. If somebody was to ask me, before the university, somebody said to me, "Oh, you're gonna have a 3rd place trophy at the university in your fucking trophy collection," that would have been the number 1 trophy in my collection. But it's now sat behind a bunch of others because I will never talk about it ever again. You know what I mean? It's it's a joke.
What do you think's going on, guys? Because obviously the NABBA turnout was a bit shit. The UKBFF one
utterly shit. Oh, was it even worse?
But the UKBFF was even worse. I mean, it was terrible. Nobody turned up. We have some fucking good athletes in the UK. So where are they? Because it seems to be all the shows. It's not like how it used to be, and you get stacked out lineups in every category, and you're getting 5 to 10 amazing athletes throughout the whole fucking thing. Now you're lucky to get 1 good athlete in the whole show. I know there's a lot of federations going now, but where are all the good athletes? Because I know there's some fucking good, amazing people in the UK. Where are they competing?
Well, they're doing Two Bros or PCA. PCA show was pretty good, to be fair. PCA.
But then, the the PCA I seem to be the most stacked, but then you've seen a lot of the photos afterwards. They're like, he didn't look like that at all. The Photoshop to fuck. That guy looks ripped, and I watched it, and no, he's fucking fat and smooth. It is great to have those photos and big people up, but don't fucking lie to people. No,
They had here's another thing that I thought was weird. So they did the natural Two Bros show, didn't they? But they were giving out IFBB Pro cards.
Mm.
So, like, I mean, don't get me wrong, like, cool, like, you're really good natural, that's really cool, but you're now in the IFBB, and...
Did the IFBB do a natural category?
Well,
now?
no.
I know they were talking about
but
it.
all of them are natural, what are you talking about?
So, yeah.
Because they're all natural, that's why they don't do natural.
I don't think that they're not.
Yeah, exactly. Do you remember when Lee Priest got...
Yeah.
Yeah. So I thought that was quite weird. What'd you do with them? What'd you do then? Well, I was natural, and I got an IFBB Pro card, and now even if I take all of the drugs for the next 10 years, like, I've missed out on the first 10 years. Like, I probably should have done like a natural federation, really.
It's like when they used to give pro cards to every single weight category, and that was nice for the athletes. But if you're like a super lightweight and you win an IFBB pro card, where do you go from there?
Yes. So, like, the whole thing is all a bit messed up at the moment, isn't it? Like, you've got people winning pro cards who shouldn't be winning pro cards. You've got people who probably should have a pro card who don't. And then you've got some of these old school federations who are being left behind. And ultimately, they're gonna go under. Well, there's no two ways about it. Like this year for me, I'm a class 1. I did 7 shows. The biggest class I competed in was at the IBFA UK, and there was 6 or 7 of us in class 1. The rest of them, they've been 2s, 3s. It's fucking ridiculous.
Is it just there's too many shows, or that they don't, or do they just not funnel like correctly into the right one? But more people are gonna. Maybe it's people of federation hopping or something. I don't know. Like, where's the funneling? Where does it then? Where does the end? I mean, PCA have got it down quite well because they all funnel to like the British and stuff, and the universe and that when it happened. Like, there's like, oh, there's the guys that we saw at the regionals and at the Brit, and they're there, and it funnels well. Whereas with like Two Bros, obviously you just do the qualifier, and then there's like 3 or 4. Like pro qualifiers. That's wrong. I just picked that number out of my arse. How many are there in the UK? 2 or 3?
I don't know. I think there's more than we actually thought, though. Like that one at this weekend. Like, how is that even a pro qualifier? You see the guy looking at it. It was fucking insane.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. Natural bodybuilders, big respect, love you, wicked. But go and do an actual natural federation where when you turn pro, you're then with natural people again.
Yeah.
Like that's what you should do. But I think people they heard of Two Bros and it seems to be the big thing, and so they're pushed through that, and then they win them, and they may as well just.
Yeah, but you know, Two Bros call it the naturals. Do they test?
Say it again.
They call it the naturals, the show, but do they test?
I heard the testing was random.
Oh.
When you say random, did it just come up to someone and say, "Are you on drugs?" No? Okay, that's good enough.
I mean, I have a guy who is natural, and he didn't. I was like, cool, so what was the testing? And he was like, what?
They're called the naturals, but anybody could do it, basically.
I mean, what I can see, it costs money to test, and it depends what tests they're doing. A lie detector would be the cheapest, but if they're doing piss tests and stuff, it costs money. I can't see Two Bros giving away money.
It would
taking so much. They don't want to give any away, do they?
It would cost. So they're relying on people's integrity, and then also people's interpretation of what natural is, because natural apparently is now. You can do like TRT plus with some GH, and that doesn't count. And Anavar's not a drug because it looks like.
I was going to say, I've heard bikini athletes like, I take Clan and Anavar. But, I'm natural. I don't take steroids. Anavar's a fat burner. Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, so you'd win a lie detector. You'd actually pass the lie detector.
Yeah, it's like Michael Hearn, isn't it? If you say it enough, then you believe it.
Oh mate, well that was it. The Liver King came and got gripped up, didn't he?
Yeah.
Fuck me. And everyone was like, "Oh my god,
We're gonna
Oh.
talk about this fucking salesman bullshit.
Oh my god, the
Entertainer.
Liver King." And people were like, "That's news," and I was like, "Oh,
Really?
fuck."
Yeah. That's the thing.
What do you guys think of the Liver King? I've got my opinions, but let's hear it.
My theory was that he was planted by big meat companies to make people eat more of the animals. That was my thing. He's a multi-millionaire. He's deep in corporation. He's the face of his own backings. He's fucking minted.
He's a smart guy, isn't he?
He knows what he's doing.
Professional shit talker. He's an amazing salesman. He's an entertainer.
He's an entertainer. That's the main thing. And he was like making his kid eat this liver. Do you see it? His kid was like, "Yeah, I'm the Liver King Junior. Yeah, I love it." It was fucking amazing. It was like, I just love it so. Oh, it's brilliant.
That's Father of the Year award, and it make your kids vomit on camera. Just get extra sales.
Yeah, brother, liver baby.
Okay,
give him fish fingers like everyone else. Fuck's sake. Do you know what I mean? Can you imagine no one gets invited around to their house? No one, literally,
You coming over for tea?
little Jimmy Liver King at school, yeah, does anyone want to come for my birthday party? Yeah, we're going to eat rabbit's entrails. I'm like, yeah, no, I can't. I'm busy. I've got to do other stuff, like put stickle bricks in my bum. Just anything else. I'm going
oh wow.
Oh,
well, I see a lot of what he pushes and promotes is actually good and healthy. Like livers and the meats are obviously it's got to be organic and wild. It's extremely healthy for you. And then I look at him. He's about 5'7", 75 kilo. He's tiny. He looks amazing compared to an average guy on the street. But let's be honest, in bodybuilding terms, he's got a lot of missing parts. He's not a bodybuilder, but he looks great. He's in great shape. And then you look at his skin, his face. He's fucking bright red purple. Like his blood pressure's through the roof. How can your blood pressure be high when you're that small? And under his eyes and stuff, it tells me his kidneys and that are under stress. So whatever you're preaching, you're not fucking doing it because you look far from healthy. And he's coming out of his blood work and that.
Oh, mate. Yeah, what else did they find in his emails? That's what I want to know.
Oh, he was just saying he's on $12,000 worth of GH a month. You take God knows how many different peptides. The gear stack wasn't that high. There's a Bill of Test, Bill of Winstrol, Bill of Decker. But shitloads of fucking IGF-1 and peptides. The growth hormone was a ridiculous amount. So there's no way any of that's doing much. It's just you might as well be chucking at least 10 grand of that down the fucking drain because his body's got to convert the GH into IGF. And if he's taking IGF anyway, and he's been on all these other peptides pushing to try and produce more growth hormone, why? And people think growth hormone gets you big. The guy's 75 kilo, taking $12,000 worth a month. Come on, open your eyes.
Just some doctor, isn't it? Because it's under supervision. And you say, "Oh, under supervision." Some guy's just gone "Yes, I found my cash cow. I just need a few more of these, and I can retire." Liver King. Yeah. What you need is 40 IU of GH a day, and you can still be natural. So
yeah. So you imagine how that GH taking that amount is going to be playing on his blood sugar levels and stuff like that. So that alone is going to be putting huge strain on his whole fucking system. And that's probably why his blood pressure's flying through the roof and he always looks purple. It's not like he's just worked out and he's a bit red. He's constantly fucking bright red. That's a sign right there. Dan.
I thought he was just bright red, Dan.
I thought he was just tan. To be fair, I am bright red, but
but you're in hell right there. You got all the flames burning.
But I have low blood pressure. That's the thing I need to check. I have low blood pressure.
But also, how much do you weigh, Dan?
About 133.
So that's almost double his fucking body weight. You're allowed to be a little bit high.
It's actually, but it's not. It's not. I have low blood pressure. No one believes me.
Yeah.
I have low blood pressure. Well, ever so marginally. The doctor always does go, "Nah, it must be broken," and go and get a different machine.
You must definitely have high blood pressure.
Yeah, you must definitely have. Well, yeah, no, I actually don't. I just have rosacea.
I think when they put the cuff around your arm, it just rips the cuff in half, and you just get zero.
So that's like the unofficial measure of being massive. It's like when you go to the hospital, they go, "Oh, we're gonna have to change the cuff." You go, "Yes."
Yeah. When they have to use the leg one, when they use the leg one, you're like, "Yeah, I'm a leg."
Yeah, I ordered my own blood pressure machine. And I had to buy a separate cuff.
Yes. Yes.
Not because the other one didn't fit, just because I wanted to feel good.
Yeah, I do remember going for my heart testing, which turned out to be hereditary. But when I first went out for the heart test, they're like, "Right, we're going to weigh you." And the nurse just looked at it and looked at me and went, "Well, that's not helping, is it?"
Okay.
As they do.
Yeah, I was like, "Thanks, nursey plops. Why don't you go fuck yourself?"
I go to the doctor. Literally, I go to the doctor before a show, and they'll say, "Oh, your BMI is way too high," and I'm like, "Yeah." They're like,
"You're morbidly obese,
but you're dangerously low in body fat."
Yeah.
Figure that shit out.
oh, God,
You need to put some weight on. You're too lean, but you're too fat as well.
Yeah. Okay, I will do both of these things. I know what you need. 40 IU of GH.
Yeah,
I'll prescribe it for you now. It's really cheap. It's on offer at the moment.
12 grand.
And let me just tally it up. It's only 10 grand a month. So for change for you. So cool. And we'll do some fucking.
You reckon they were like drawing it out and just putting some some carrier oil in? Yeah, there you go.
And we'll just do so much Increlex that, like, literally, you can grow your own livers so big. Your own livers? There's only one. Your own liver so big that you can eat your own liver. And that's, like, the most organic thing ever. It's going to be filled with GH as well. Yeah. So.
I mean, livers regenerate really fast, don't it? So you can just keep eating it. Just keep growing.
Yeah, IGF grown liver. Maybe that's it. He's telling me to eat liver. He's going to make his own, like, liver stuff that's made out of his liver. Yeah. Do you remember? Did anyone used to take the liver tablets? Is anyone old enough?
Yeah.
Anyone old enough for the liver tablets?
They fucking stunk when you opened the top.
I mean, it was. Yeah, it did smell like powdered liver. I mean, I wasn't there going, "There's no liver in here." You'd go, fucking, that smells like rotting flesh. That's what that smells like.
Like that, fucking.
Yeah, I did make a joke about Mike O'Hearn, like, going and fucking encrypting his passwords, but there's a lot of people that must be fucking having a shit about it. I'm all for, like, the thing is, I look at, like, some of the physiques and people are like, "Yeah, he's definitely on gear." And I do think, like, is it possible? If we gave them, like, the most elite genetic, is it possible? And some of these guys, they're getting called out for, like, not being natty. I think, like, it could be possible. Do you know what I mean? And actually, like, it's Instagram. They're not stood next to anyone else. Like, it is possible. The Liver King, who's, like, looks fucked. Like, he must be, like, 55 or some shit. Or he just looks...
He's 45 years old.
He's what?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. His health is fucked. And
he's the same age as Amph Bales.
Yeah.
And Amph Bales, like, looks, like, devilishly handsome still. And and yeah, the Liver King looks fucked. Like, fucked. Yeah. I just thought his face was because he was just a sunbed dude.
No, I mean, his whole body's fucking bright red, isn't it? Constantly.
I thought he was just... It's got to be embarrassing, though. Like, if you'd spent all that much money on growth and people believe that you're natural, like, I'd be offended.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, you know what? Once the questions and answers, somebody asked me if I was natural. I said, "I'm deeply offended that you think I was natural."
Yeah.
So, fuck me, I'm going to give up trading now.
Yeah. Yeah, and then I look at Mike O'Hearn, who has also had, like, loads of stuff done to his face that you can tell. Because isn't Mike O'Hearn, like, actually 60?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I trained with Mike when he was 51. And you could look at him and pull him off at 30. His skin and everything was so healthy. I didn't talk about drugs or nothing like that. He's most probably on some GH. Whether he takes gear or not, I don't know, don't care. all I've seen, this guy is 51 years old and he was fucking shoulder pressing 3 plates aside on the free bar behind the neck.
Really?
And I had to fucking beat I had a fucking old man beat me. So I did one more rep than him and nearly ripped my fucking shoulder off. Never ever will I do that again.
Well, see, that's the thing. It's like, yeah, whatever's happening in the background, that's still fucking ridiculous.
He's incredible. And what I do see is you see a lot of gear, people that take a lot of gear will blow up and blow down. Mike's always consistent the way he looks. So if he does take stuff...
he's always on gear then?
Well, there could be that, but if he is, I think he's on a small amount. Do you know what I mean? And he's not... You look at him and he's not a big, massive, muscular guy. He's got a big frame. He's very athletic. There's a lot of muscle, but he doesn't look like fucking huge and bloody. He's very athletic. He's strong as fuck. Like, there are some freaks and he most probably does take a bit of stuff, but who cares? Do you know what I mean? I see people like Rich, I can't never say his second name, Gazeki.
Yeah.
Gazeki. He was fucking completely natural, 18 stone on stage. I mean, that guy's a fucking monster. I see him banging out reps, squatting 7 plates aside as a natural. He fucking smashed. He was a rowing champion, wasn't he, before that? Everything he touches, powerlifting champion, bodybuilding champion, as a natural competitor. And then only the last couple of years, he's gone on gear, and he hasn't really made much difference. They could be bigger, more bloated, if anything.
So was he natural in the first place?
Yeah, I mean, he's regularly tested. I mean, he's in all the anal feds that fucking, if you look more than 10 stone, they're like imp straight away. They'll be fucking knocking on your door every day, testing you every day of the week. I believe Rich, and as soon as he took gear, he was like, fuck, I want to put it out there that I've just taken gear. I believe every word he says. There are a few freaks in the world, but, you know, like he never had that gear look to him.
How does it not convert, though? How can you be like one of the best in the world as a natural bodybuilder and then not like go on cycle and like pretty much instantly become an IFBB pro? Because that's what you would imagine.
I mean, he's got to be way into his 40s now and he's only just started. I don't think he took much. And he did blow up. He put a bit of weight on, but he didn't look so much different on stage because he used to get fucking peeled. He's a big lad. He's about 6'1", 6'2". He's got a big frame as well.
There's also genetic limitations, like when you put anything. So you could have all the money in the whole world, do all the gear in the whole world, and there is still a limitation. Maybe he was just a lot closer to that naturally than anyone else would have been able to actually care.
Yeah, everyone responds differently, don't they? And how your body absorbs different substances, how it absorbs food. You look at Dorian before he trained, you'd never know he had a genetic in his body, would you?
Yeah. There's that one picture in it when he's sat down, like all his skinhead mates.
Tattoos and
that's what I love when people share their like videos. Like, some people say I have no genetics, and then they share a picture of them and they're like 8, and it's like, no one.
Other than Lee Priest.
Apart from Lee Priest, who actually looked like a bodybuilding champion when he was 8 years old.
Yeah, but it shows how many different factors there are in there. So Dorian was very blessed with when he trained and he ate and he did everything right. He was so efficient at absorbing food compared to an average guy. He just grew twice as fast as normal and become this monster. But you never knew that he had a genetic in the world, would you? Looking at him before. Incredible.
Yeah, but Samson's the same. But Samson came on our podcast and said that he doesn't have good genetics. We're like, okay, Samson, cool story, bro.
Yeah, I mean, you look at the photos. You look at the photos before he started training. So I can see how he's like told himself. But no one gets born like with loads of muscle. It has to be a survival adaptation. But like Samson's one of the most genetically gifted people like ever. He's not been training that long. He's the same age as me, and he's growing in prep at like a ridiculous rate. Like
he's blessed in so many ways, and the shapes, his muscle bellies, how fast he's growing the muscle, how fucking strong his muscles are. He's very blessed. I remember hearing Jay Cutler say somewhere that I'm not genetically gifted like Ronnie and these guys. I'm like, Jay, you was like fucking 20 stone when you was like 18 years old. What are you talking about?
Yeah, Jay Cutler's early like competitions, he was fucking unit. Don't get me wrong, but when you're like there going, well, compared with Ronnie, yeah, no one is ever,
Maybe,
and
yeah.
no one ever will be.
But don't say I've got crap genetics. He was like, he looked like he was fucking a 40-year-old farmer fucking guy when he was 18, weren't he? His big fucking back and shoulders on him.
Right, shall we stick to the Christmas theme for a little bit then? Because we've got a couple of questions to answer. Not many, but there's a couple that could keep us going for half an hour. Are you having a wank?
I was sticking to the Christmas theme.
Oh, okay. Okay, so any crazy Christmas stories, shit presents? This is Lewis. Lewis, he's clutching at straws here, I think. Favorite Christmas chocolates, heroes, quality streets, or celebrations?
Oh fuck it.
Let's go on.
I like my favorite thing about Christmas is prawn cocktail Pringles. So I'm not playing about this quality street bullshit.
Why? They're available all year.
No, but I'm not going to eat them all year, am I? For Christmas, I've got to save something that I like for Christmas, and that's what I save.
Okay.
So fuck chocolate.
What about you, Dean? Like maybe a less grumpy bastard answer.
I don't know if I can. I don't like chocolate. I don't like cake.
Do you like prawn cocktail Pringles then?
I can eat crisps, but I don't really eat them.
So yeah, but that was a yes, wasn't it? It was just a yes said by someone who wants to be vegan.
No. What I've done the last couple of years with Shell, we just bought fuckloads of meat. Like, I'll bring it all down now. My childhood was so shit. We didn't really have much Christmas, so now I make the most of it, and I just buy as much fucking meat as I can. I cook a kilo of salmon, massive fucking turkey legs, beef joints, just filled the table. And everyone's like, it's far too much food. I'm like, fuck no, because now I've got a week of eating awesome food. What are you talking about? Yeah. So that's what I like the last couple of years. It's fucking just meat sweats all night. It was awesome. Mm-hmm. Never had that before, so it's good.
Try this year, though. Just a little Pringle, like beef rib, Pringle.
You have all the boxes around you, different flavors.
No, prawn cocktail. No different flavors. Pink one. Hey, it's going to change your life. Get back to me.
Okay.
I got a load of shitty Christmas stories. Anyone else got any?
Yeah, go on.
I think I already shared mine. My funny stories, because quite a lot of my family completely mental, and so they involve being arrested, having passports stolen, the police coming round, being sectioned.
Yeah.
Loads of cool stuff.
We did those. Well, did those, and it was last year, didn't we, when you were talking about your uncle and stuff as well?
Yeah. So we had some good Christmases.
Come on, then, Dean. Enlighten us.
When I was younger, the girl I was in a relationship with, her 18-year-old daughter died on the day before Christmas. So you can imagine I was a bundle of fun for Christmas. Bring the house down again. The year after that, I was working on the doors Christmas Eve. And some little dickhead started a fight, tried to grab me around the throat, so I pushed him. He bounced off a lamppost. I got arrested, spent 14 hours in prison. Where was I? I was in Gloucester. So I live about...
Did he die as well? Is this a theme?
No, he didn't. He was fine. He just busted his head open. He tried to grab me around the throat and I pushed him back. Anyway, it turns out his old man was a chief police or something like that. So he was trying to push it. I got arrested. Christmas Day, 1 p.m, Christmas Day. They let me out the cell. Took all my clothes. They gave me paper trousers and some pumps and my shirt. I was freezing fucking cold. And they went, okay, then you're free to go. I'm like, I live 50 miles away. How am I getting home? Because we shared lifts to work and I'm stranded. Oh, so it's not our problem. See you later. Off you go. So they just kicked me fucking out, freezing cold, in a pair of fucking pumps like used to wear in Lost Property at school, and a fucking shirt. It's freezing my ass off. So that was another great Christmas. That was a 14-month court case till it got dropped. It was a bundle of fun.
Oh,
So it's kind of an ongoing theme. It was either somebody dies, somebody gets really hurt. I think the year after that, I was living at my brother's house. He got pissed, started a fight on me. So I dragged him down the stairs, choked him out, and then he pulled a knife on me. So I had to nearly break his wrist and take that off him. And then I had to leave and walk to my mom's house at 3 a.m. in the morning. That was another bundle of fun. That was about an hour, 2-hour walk, freezing cold. So it was a good ongoing theme. So a bit like you, Dan, fucking hated Christmas. But now it's all good. I get my meat feast at last. And you get your Pringles.
I can't wait. I haven't. Well, none of my family are around this Christmas, so everyone's like, "Oh, it's like sad." I'm like, "No, just need prawn cocktail, Pringles, and the dogs. It's gonna be sick. Gonna cook up loads of meat, give them to the dogs, and then hang out. Maybe see Ellis's family. See how drunk we can get at Dad, which is always fun. Last time it was Lewis Ellis's brother's birthday, and he just was fucking destroying me. Started off like, "Yeah, the dogs hate you." I was like, "Fucking hell, it's just going to work." And then started fucking saying I had shit calves, which is cool, but you know,
it's true though.
Well, that's why it hurt. He was just going on, and then we played a quiz, and he answered every answer squirrel poo. Just shouted at him the whole time.
No, that's fairly frustrating, to be fair.
Yeah, it was quite frustrating. But on the stag do, it was much worse. He was much worse.
Oh,
in a good way.
Okay.
Good way. Okay.
So I might do that. But yeah, Christmas is a time for doing whatever the fuck you want. That's the thing, isn't it? It's like you get a holiday. It used to be you work all year in the coal mines or whatever, or if you're a hooker doing that sort of stuff, and then you might get a day off, and then everyone has a day off, and you might see someone, you might not, but you got a day off.
Summed up Christmas perfectly.
That's Christmas, isn't it?
Sounds great.
Yeah.
Yeah, my Christmas focus is so heavily around the kids. Last year, they went back home before lunch, and for Christmas lunch, I had eggs on toast.
Yeah. So I think when you have kids, it's like, then you can be a kid, can't you? So you can make up for it. And like, it's like going to the beach. It's like, oh, I need to borrow someone's kids so I can make like a moat and like take stuff and like the water come in and stuff. Can't do that stuff on your own.
Yeah, well, sometimes Alice has to excuse that they let you out for the day.
Yeah. Oh, I did do her the other day, actually, because we were in Sainsbury's and she was having one of the moves where she was like really super, like, we have to be quick. So I just held her hand and just started going, nah! and then like, and yeah, she went fucking mental. It was amazing. Whole Winterstoke range, Sainsbury's was staring at us. It was almost as good as when what did she say? She said, "Oh, we're talking about what we were going to eat or whatever. We're going to have a cheat meal." I was like, "Well, can we have that?" And she was like, "No." So I was like, "We've got a Nazi. There's a Nazi here." And because I don't get embarrassed, which is one of my, so it's my favorite thing to bring that upon someone else because other people like care, which is ridiculous.
I used to love doing that too. I remember working on the door, and then all the staff that would work on the tills and that. We go across the road to the shop. I say, "Oh, you're going to shop? I'll come with you." No. So I would walk like a chimpanzee holding their hands. And then when they get in the shop, everything they put in the basket, I just smashed the fucking basket flying, shook the food all around the shop. They would just run out the fucking shop in embarrassment. I'm like, what? What's wrong with you?
Yeah.
To be free.
I think that's a man thing, isn't it? You get a little bit hyper in those circumstances. I think I did it once where I was walking through the out of Tesco's and the alarm went off. Somebody broke through, and I couldn't help myself. I shouted "thief!" and pointed at them, and everyone stopped. My kids looked at me like, "Oh fucking hell, Dad!"
Imagine he probably had thieves of it as well.
I don't know, but it was quite funny. Okay, so next question. Which one of Santa's reindeer would make the best wellness classic competitor?
What is wellness classic?
/ classic. Has Santa got them on EQ? If Santa was on trend, how often is he likely to empty his sack? Is Christmas real?
Whichever reindeer makes bikini class, that's the one Santa's emptying his sack into.
Yeah. Santa likes the big booties. I mean, the reindeers have got a lot of work to do, so I reckon EQ is for bovine anyway. So I think it would be a safe bet.
Yeah. That's where the original EQ used to come from, wasn't it? Like a
Yeah,
vet.
yeah, the big black bottles.
Yeah, I remember that. I was like, "Fuck me, that's a lot of gear."
Yeah, there's a very rich vet somewhere. Like when you could get, like just like when you could get good ketamine. EQ and ketamine.
Good days.
The good old days. Dissolving your bladder so that you can piss in a bag.
What do you boys? So this is from Rob Cannon. What do you boys love the most about Christmas, and what do you hate the most about Christmas? I think we've mostly covered this, but let's just do it anyway.
Pringles. And when there's no Pringles.
Okay.
I don't hate anything. People go, I don't hate Christmas. I don't hate it. I just don't care. I don't know. I quite like my normal life. I like things the same. I'm quite boring. I'm a little bit spectral. It throws me off a bit. A little bit.
Let's be honest. Little bit.
It throws me off a bit. Throws me off my rhythm. So, yeah. I just used to hate sitting around. When my gran was alive, bless her, and stuff like that, we'd all sit around and it was supposed to be nice, but there was this whole thing about it all being so nice that the energy was horrific. Yeah. So it was like, oh, everything must be nice because so mum would like start exerting this energy that only it could only ruin my life for some reason. Everyone else couldn't detect it. Yeah, and then being the child that I was, rather than just absorbing this energy, I would just run at it and just be like, oh, we're all pretending, aren't we? Well, let's just have a massive argument instead. And I've usually like gone out and done loads of bag the night before anyway, so I'm probably going to throw up whatever Christmas dinner's served. So
all I'm seeing is that you was the problem. Everyone was trying to have fun.
It was just everyone was so agitated about it that it had to be.
Was because you felt like shit from the night before.
Well, but this was even like younger. Before I didn't do like bags straight from my mum's womb, and but no, I just like the whole. I like a ceremony, do you know? Sometimes I like a good funeral, but like. I don't know, they're like sitting around and like, oh no, what if like the parsnips are the wrong shape? Or I just fuck off. Just fuck, like who cares? Like they just, I can't really explain it without you meeting.
No, I think we all get it because it is the same for a lot of families, isn't it? There's so much pressure getting it perfect that you end up not enjoying it because that's all you're worrying about.
Yeah, when actually I would have been absolutely fine, like with a KFC.
I think the perfect Christmas is rammed down our throat constantly all over TV and media and all that. And that in the real world, that doesn't happen. It's massive expectations and it doesn't happen. And in reality, it's fucking shit compared to what you're seeing out there. You're like, well, Christmas is fucking shit, isn't it? It's not like that.
Yeah, my Christmas is wank and it's not salmon filtered, triple distilled, oak smoked M&S. Fucking Christmas. Fucking. Have you noticed all the adverts are slightly different now? They're all about like spend like some. Do you know what I mean? They're all like, whereas before they were like the holidays are coming, blah, blah, blah. And now they're all like, oh, don't worry, buy a carrot. It's cheap, nice, love it, honey. They're like, they've like changed it a little bit. People are a bit, because everyone's like, oh my god, the energy bills, we're all going to explode.
What the government did was instead of actually giving people price cuts or helping them out, they said we'll speak to these companies, tell them try not to pass the message on to spend too much money. That'll help. That'll avoid the situation. We won't cut any of the bills though.
Yeah, let's not cut any of the bills because of the energy crisis that doesn't fucking exist. I've probably already like had the rant about my solar panels, right?
No.
Okay, so I've got solar panels. I've got solar panels on my house, right? Like every house has to have if it's a new build for like the last 7 years, right? We're capped at the amount of energy that we can actually use from those solar panels, and we have to pull the rest off the grid.
Why? What?
Oh, look at that. that's how it works. If you're attached to the grid, you can only generate so much of your own electricity. Also, the system is not in place for us to recharge the grid, because that's like, they imagined that was a thing. And so there's every house that's built in like the last 5 or 7 years, I can't remember, has the capacity to actually like use its own energy to much more extent than they allow you, but they cap it. That does not sound like there's a crisis. The crisis is like a famine, and like there isn't any. Not like, oh, don't have too much fun on your own generating your own electricity. That's not a fucking crisis, is it? If there's a crisis, they'd be turning up, being like, oh, please, mate, can we have some of your electricity? Oh, no, I just fuck it off into the ground when I've used too much. I've got a little meter that tells me. There's no crisis. Do you know what I mean? Fuck Russia. Every house in the last 5 years is capped on the amount of energy that you can use. I mean, you know, that's not a conspiracy theory. That's what happens in my house. It's not. They cap the amount that I can use from my own. So the only way to do it is for me to buy like batteries, basically, and recharge my batteries and remove myself from the grid. Which would be cool, I suppose. And actually, that's kind of what I did in my other house. Don't tell anyone. But that doesn't sound like a crisis. Like, if I'm not allowed to use my own energy. So it's all bollocks.
Yeah. Absolutely.
There you go. Mythbusters.
I like it.
Should be a TV show about that. Oh, there is.
So I'm not sure how we're going down that avenue from what you like and what you
Christmas.
like about Christmas.
That's what I don't like about Christmas. My energy caps on my solar panels.
There we go. What about you, Dean?
I forgot we was talking about Christmas.
What do you love the most and what do you hate the most about Christmas?
Yeah, we kind of touched on it, innit? I love now the meat feasts. I don't really hate it. I hate. Well, gyms are fucking shut. But normally I know somebody in a gym who's got the keys, and I can go and have a Christmas session. Everyone's like, "You're so fucking sad. You're training on Christmas Day." Well, it's something that I fucking love to do, and I get to meet up with loads of the lads, and we have fun, and we have a little session. Why is that fucking sad? I like to train on Christmas Day, even though the last couple of years we haven't because we've been busy. But yeah, that's what I fucking hate. Is everything's fucking shut. And before, I would used to just sit in on my own and starve to death, wishing I could go and train and eat some food. But now it's not like that. I'm a changed man.
I do you remember the Christmas training thing caused quite a lot of a scene. It comes around every year. Like, oh my God, everyone's trying to show how cool you are on Christmas Day. Their whole family might have been eaten by fucking...
Yeah, you don't know their life, do you? What they go through.
Also, again, Christmas, it's a day off. Maybe you want to train on your day off. Like, you just do whatever the fuck you want. Do you know what I mean? Jesus, I reckon, like, do you know what I mean? Like, if the cross was like just had a bit of flex in it, you'd be like, oh yeah, fuck yeah,
the cross
like this.
Yeah.
Like, you'd be like, you know, it's Jesus's birthday. If you know it was chest day, I reckon he would have done it.
Do you watch Rick and Morty, Dan? Do you like Rick and Morty? No,
I've never watched it.
I have
watched it. I watched it.
My kids,
with your kids.
my kids did watching it.
Yeah, I did watch it then. Yeah, I have. So yes, I like.
That makes me look like a really bad. No. Let me cap. It makes me look like a really bad parent. But
no, I beeped it out when they said "fuck."
No, you were adding to it. You were 10 times.
Yeah, that's not true.
The Rick and Morty was a distraction from your stories.
Fuck that. We played Disney fucking, what was it called?
Cards Against Humanity.
That was not okay. There was a warning.
Yeah.
Luckily, I don't think they knew I don't think they knew what like a dirty sex rash on Mary Poppins meant. But
my son was like, "Yeah, I'll pick the winner." That one says "dick."
Yeah.
Oh fucking hell. Sorry.
That was cool.
Yeah,
that would be cool. If I had kids, I would do that for Christmas. That was fun.
Yeah.
But I don't, so fuck them.
I just hope my ex doesn't watch this.
Yeah, no one watches this. Don't worry.
Yeah. My kids that night, they were in the element. They were like, "What, Dad's like, we're not allowed to swear. Why is Dad letting us do this?"
The adjustment afterwards.
Yeah.
Cool, and eat all this, and there's your mother. Goodbye. Don't say fuck or bugger.
Oh, fucking hell. Go on, Dean. You was talking about Rick and Morty.
Oh, it was just yeah, Rick and Morty. They had Jesus in a few episodes, and he was jacked to fuck. So he definitely doing cable crossovers on that cross.
That was the episode. That was the episode.
Oh, was it?
Jesus was on the one that we want, and he was jacked to fuck. That was it. That's the only one I have watched.
The train one, the ticket guy was fucking jacked, and then Storyteller was even more jacked, and then Jesus coming, he's fucking ripped up.
I think I need to watch more of this. This just reminded me.
Yeah.
Sorry, there were questions. Did we on? No, we didn't already. I just chatted as shit. So
No, we did. I think so. Have any of you guys prepped over Christmas? How do you manage balancing a schedule around that time?
Well, if you've scheduled prep over Christmas, then Christmas is fucking cancelled, isn't it? Let's be honest.
Yeah. Been there, done it. I was competing for the Arnold, and I had to prep over Christmas. It was just another day to me then. I didn't do Christmas, so it was no fucking big deal. I had Christmas dinner. I had a fucking 200 grams of turkey breast and some fucking broccoli and whatever fucking vegetables, I don't know, dry. So it was no big deal. Nothing changed. Another day.
I mean, it depends. Like, the thing is like, if you're on prep, what position are you in on prep? Like, can you mentally cope with it? Is your coach someone who allows cheat meals? I'm not into cheat meals personally. So like, yeah, maybe you could tie it in. Would one meal out of like a 20-week prep make a difference? Not really. I just still wouldn't do it.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm with you. It depends where you're at, how fucking fat you are, how far out you are. But yeah, I mean, you could have some extra carbs in that day or whatever. Still enjoy it. You don't have to be miserable because you can't eat some cake and shit and fucking prawn Pringles.
Oh, would be dying.
It does help.
I don't like prepping. I prefer prepping in summer because I don't have an appetite really generally anyway. And if it's hot, I have even less of an appetite. Yeah. So then like right the way through to like 6 weeks.
It's like working with the climate, isn't it? It definitely helps working with the climate.
It is, yeah. I don't know. I probably just wouldn't prep over Christmas. Not that I really do anything. I just prefer to prep in the summer because I don't want to eat anyway. And also, like, it gives me a good excuse because when it's nice weather, I feel bad that I don't want to do anything. Like, if I'm like, yeah, we should go and hang out in the sun, I'll be like, that's a shit idea. I'll burn and sweat and I'll hate it. And I hate being in the sun and I hate whatever you're cooking on the barbecue and I hate you and I don't want to hang out. But it makes me feel bad because it's sunny. But when it's like rainy,
podcast, shouldn't we? Of Dan's positive tips of the day.
But when it's rainy, I don't feel bad that I don't do any of these things. But then if it's summer and I'm prepping, then I've got an excuse to not doing any of those things.
You can't. Sorry, I'm on prep. No, you're not, Dan.
Yeah.
Yes, I am.
Prepping for life. Yeah. So I don't know. It depends. Like if you can cope with that. Like I don't know. It's dodgy, isn't it? I'm not into cheat meals for prep. I find that like then I get, there's small victories and there's small joys in prep, isn't there? And I prefer all of the joys to be around like still training and like doing a thing. You know when you're like in the arse end of prep and the only thing that you enjoy is just the time, like the hour you get in the gym or whatever. So the only time when you feel okay because you might be like a bit of carbs and like the point where you like do like have like still a mild pump. Like I think when you start for cheat meals, just like got me thinking about like I like that. And so then it devalued the other joys of like eating like a potato. And eventually I would just dream of like potatoes and things like that rather than dreaming about like another cheat meal or something. But yeah, if it's early, maybe like you're about to be a real cunt. So like going and spending time with your family and being all right for one day might pay off through energy like later down.
Yeah, but it comes back to the whole sketch you did last year about it. Like the whole training on Christmas Day is okay, but if you've got young kids and you're sacrificing the day for the kids to go and train, you're a cunt. But if you've got your own time and you've got then fair, that it's what you want to do. Same goes for the diet. Like I could never, like I find it hard prepping with my kids anyway. Like at the weekend and stuff, we go out and we do things, and I do my absolute best to sort of make sure maintain a bit of normality for them. They still get to have their nice bits of food and what have you. But during Christmas for me would be my idea of fucking hell. Not
well, you just wouldn't prep it at that time, would you? No. I mean, the thing is, the season is kind of set up for that anyway. Most of it, like the season's like they're only going to be doing the very first beginning if you're doing like some of the early shows.
I'm with Johnny there, though. It all boils down to your priorities, innit? And if you've got kids and stuff like that, and your fucking prep, your meal, your training becomes before your kids, then like you said, you're a fucking cunt. Like nothing should become before your kids and your family, should it? You work it all around that. It's not. I know people that fucking put their training first and they fucking buy their gear stacks before they buy their kids' food.
Brandon Curry.
But I mean, what kind of person are you? I mean,
then he moved to Oxygen Gym for like 3 years. Like, sorry, kids, I've got to be an Oxygen Gym.
But then, like in his defense, you're going for the Olympia title, and this is your job.
Yeah, fuck your kids then. Fuck your kids. If it's the Olympia, kids in the bin.
But on the flip side, that's the only reason I'm not Mr. Olympia.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. Bring that up later.
Yeah,
you can tell your grandkids that. Come along, grandkids.
I could if I'd fully committed to it. You know, if I didn't have kids, I'd have been Mr. Olympia. But
when they're a bit older, mate, when they're a bit older, you can fucking have them for that.
Yeah,
the fuck out of them.
Yeah.
I fucking threw my dreams in the bin because of you, little bastard.
No, I reckon you can sue them. I reckon later in life you'll be able to sue your own kids.
I'm up for that because my son's going to be an actor, so he'll be minted.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
Yeah, and it'd be like that guy from Home Alone, wouldn't it? What's his name?
Oh yeah, but without doing loads of heroin. Macaulay Culkin.
Yeah, when he divorced his own parents. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Did he divorce his own parents?
Yeah.
Because Michael Jackson told him to.
Yeah, but apparently Michael Jackson was a nice guy.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure he was nice, as well as wearing you like a glove puppet. Yeah, there were probably ups and downs.
Yeah.
I bet Christmas was weird. I bet Christmas was really weird.
Yeah.
Michael Jackson in the fetal position. Touch me. I don't know what I'm doing. I think we should have another question. Macaulay Culkin just smoking massive bowls of heroin. Just like, yeah. And didn't Michael Jackson have a monkey as well? Just the monkey just being like, yeah, he's the one doing the cooking. Because no one's eating because everyone's fucking high as fuck on skag. Mate, that's Christmas. Yeah. That's a real Christmas. Macaulay Culkin smokes some bowls of heroin whilst Michael Jackson cries himself to sleep in the fetal position whilst a monkey cooks dinner.